and Nancy are out. They went to, oh gosh, the, Mid-Atlantic trade show, jewelry, something or other, I don't know. So it's just you and me, Kevin. And then we have our stand-in model today, Ashley. Thank you for joining us, Ashley. But yeah, I think, don't let me get too off track without Barb here, keeping me on task. But I do want to ask, how was your weekend? Okay, good. Yeah, ours, I had a pretty good weekend. Oh gosh, what did I, the husband and I, well, first I went to an aerobics class on Saturday. I usually go to aerobics, but then I get home and we actually had quite a bit of yard work to do. I wasn't expecting that, so I was out in the yard for, gosh, at least 4 hours, something along those lines, and overdid it a little bit. It happens. Weekend warrior, and finally wrapped up, and I was just so hungry and tired. I didn't feel like making dinner. So the husband suggested, well, I'll take you out. I said sure. And we went out to one of my favorite restaurants. It is a Mexican restaurant. Now, the reason why it's my favorite is because they have this street corn, and it's corn on a stick. Okay, so now you can get it. They have a version. You can get it in a cup. But I like to get it on the stick because I think it's a lot more juicy, tastes more fresh that way, right? And so I got the corn on a stick. Husband's sitting across from me at the table like this, and I'm going to bite into the corn. I take a few bites and then crunch into it. Corn juice squirts clear across the table into my husband's face. I got a real kick out of that, honestly. I don't know if he thought it was as funny as I did, but yeah, still, it's the most flavorful, delicious corn covered in this sauce. I think it's a mix of spices and mayonnaise. It's so good. It's my favorite thing. Anyway, so after dinner, we went over to Blockbuster. And we decided it was going to be, a movie night. We're so tired, we're not going to go back out after all the yard work. And it ended up being a Gina Gershon double feature. I adore her work. I think she's such a wonderful actress, so elegant and beautiful. And she also has such a unique smile. Just adore her. So we got... what was it? Showgirls and Face Off. So what an exciting evening of film that was. Now, Showgirls, I'm watching that and I think to myself, the main character, Nomi, I said, I have got to get my nails done the way that Nomi does it. I love that her nails in that movie. And I thought it was just a really exciting and fun movie. Yeah, you've seen it a couple of times, Kevin. That's 8. Well, okay. And then Face Off, also very exciting. So many action scenes. Probably, I thought, back to Showgirls. Gina Gershon, I feel like she did such an amazing job in that. Very talented. I also love the choreography. But she did say darling a lot. I think I want to start saying darling. Call people darling. I don't know. But then in Face Off, Gina is, I don't want to do any spoilers. She's a bad guy, but is she? Or is she just a mom doing her best? So, loved that. I love Face Off. My favorite part, again, no, I don't want to spoil it. Shh. There was a really exciting boat scene. I don't see many boat chases, but I just loved it. And it had me thinking. I thought, oh, would I switch faces with someone? Would I do a face off with someone else? I said, well, maybe Nancy would switch faces with me. I said, Nancy, when I don't, Ashley, you wanna face off? No. I'm keeping my own face. Thank you. Plus, I don't think the science is real there. But anyways, oh geez. Well, I feel like that went on for a little too long. So let's get to this beautiful, getting you ready for the Renaissance Fair, gorgeous jewelry collection. Bear with me just a moment as I pick up some of this cat hair that's on the table. Look, folks, I had a rough start to the morning, and my cat had an appointment at the vet, and I had a heck of a time trying to get him in the carrier. And then once I did, on the way to the office, he took a number 2 in the carrier in the back of the car. Needless to say, I had to turn around to get everything cleaned up and reschedule. All I could say, I was a little PO'd, but it's okay. Life goes on. Barbara's giving me a signal to get back to the collection here, so I will do just that. Okay. So you know what else it might be? I did play a lot of tennis over the weekend. It was a good time. Funny story. Nina is the one that set it up, and I show up at the courts, and Nina and then our other player was there, but we start warming up and time goes on, and we're still waiting on our 4th. So I had planned on playing doubles, but our 4th was nowhere to be found. So Nina starts to imply maybe they didn't pay their dues, their club dues, and that's why they didn't show up. I said, maybe they hit a windfall, won the lottery, and they're off gallivanting around in Aruba right now. A girl can dream. Anyways, we ended up, trying to make the most of it. Went ahead and just played Canadian doubles, which I don't love, but, I still got some practice in there. So, after a while, after a couple of games at least, I noticed I felt like my backhand was just very weak. I don't know what was going on, but eventually I thought, get under the ball, follow through, get your act together. And so I do just that, and I sail the ball over the net, clear into Nina's torso. And I said, I am so sorry, are you okay? She says, oh, I'm fine. I just thought, that made quite a thunk. Are you sure you're okay? She said she was fine. So anyways, Barb's telling me to wrap it up. We ended up, playing Canadian doubles. We had a good time, just like we're going to have a good time today, showcasing this beautiful beachy jewelry collection. I noticed this weekend, just a lot more people out and about, afternoons and evenings, and, I was out walking my dog, funny story, and, it's nice out, that, there's people driving around, just cruising with the windows down, and a couple of teenagers drove past me with the windows down, and I thought they yelled something, and it felt like it was meant to be rude. I don't know what they said exactly, but I think it was intended to get a rise out of me, be rude. But I thought to myself, if you really wanted to get a rise out of me and make me upset, you don't yell something just, randomly. you do something like, oh, I don't know, you say, hey, solve this, you know, fractions multiplication problem on the spot. No calculator, no pen and paper. Or, oh gosh, something else that would really get me is if someone said, oh, you know, I bet you don't know how to water ski. I don't know how to water ski. And you know what, I tried, oh gosh, about 20 times, and every time I took a face first dive into the water, got a face full of water. It was not pleasant. So, you know, I feel a little, I wouldn't say I'm get upset about it, but it's just something I feel a little sensitive about. Oh, and you know what else? What would really be an original, you know, a way to try and make me upset personally. Someone says, if they yelled out, I bet you don't know how to drive a manual. You know what? I don't, okay? I just never learned how. So I don't, oh, Nance, you've got that Isuzu, right? Right? Nance, will you teach me how to drive a stick shift? Thank you, Nancy. Anyways, it's just something I'm a little sensitive about, but you know, anyways, it's beautiful out, cooling nights, lovely shawls, gorgeous jewelry that we have to show today. So let's just jump right into that. I was a little under the weather, and Nance, I appreciate you stopping by, bringing some homemade chicken soup. Much appreciated. But I'm on the mend. I'm feeling much better. These things happen. So yeah, you know, I ended up, gosh, oh, well, I stayed home, you know, lounging around in my bathrobe most of the time. You know, I'm still a little hoarse, but I'm here. We're working, we're doing. But, you know, I ended up trying to take it easy, drinking juice. You know, oh gosh, I had my husband run out to Blockbuster for me. So I was like, there's nothing on TV. I needed you to pick me up a couple of movies. And so he got me a couple of tapes, and he picked out something called She Devil. And he hands it to me. I says, is this a note? You know, does this mean something? He said, no, I just think you'll think it's funny. And he was right. It was actually a delightful film. Oh gosh, Ed Begley Jr. is in it, and he's quite the character. And then the real star of the show, though, is Meryl Streep. Now, you know, she's just good in everything, right? But in this one, she plays, you know, a fancy lady who is a romance novel writer. And I'm thinking, like, I want to be a romance novel writer. I want to live in a big mansion overlooking the sea, you know, with an indoor pool. Really, to me, having an indoor pool would just be the pinnacle of success. I would do nothing but float around all day and relax, but you know, that's just me. I can dream. Oh gosh, and then anyways, that was a good one. And then I watched Pretty Woman. Now, I've actually seen Pretty Woman before. I adore that movie. Julia Roberts is great in it. Now, she's another actress I love with a very unique smile. You know, she's got a really big smile and really big hair. And I just think this is a really touching film, you know, about how a woman of the night can really hit a windfall, I guess. But, you know, it's actually a romantic story. You know, what's the fella's name? Richard Gere. He does a good job in that one too. So anyways, I love that film. Really helped me to, have something to do while I was trying to feel a little bit better, which I do feel better today. So, getting right into it. Look, one thing to consider is when you have a full beverage, like maybe you got some, I don't know, fast food or something, and then you've got your cup and you didn't finish your beverage, but you are done drinking it. If there's like a small little trash can in an office or wherever you are, or don't put a full beverage in one of those little trash cans, because they are then fed into other trash cans, and if it's tipped over, you're just gonna probably get a leak in that trash bag, because we don't always have very thick trash bags in those smaller trash cans, and then you're just gonna have a big, wet mess going on. That's just, anyways, personal preference there, but something to keep in mind. Another important trash etiquette to note: if you say you're at the gas station, for instance, and you wanted to throw out some items from your own car into that wastebasket at the gas pump, but you notice that it's already full. It's so full that garbage could be spilling out at any moment. Unless you're going to go in there and compact the trash down with your hands, foot, any tool you have, don't just add on more trash to be precariously balanced on the side, because you know what's going to happen. That trash is going to fall out. Some critters are going to come by and pick it up. It's going to make a mess. Others are going to think, oh, I guess I could just add my trash too. And then you have one of those situations, I don't know if you've seen, where there's just a trash can, but people just like pile the trash on top of it and around it instead of in the rubbish bin itself. And that's just not right. You got little angels like this to maybe remind you, don't put trash into an overflowing trash bin. You just find another bin. I actually don't like Las Vegas. You might not know that based on this really jazzy top I've got on today, but I don't really enjoy crowds, and I don't particularly care for high heat, even if it's dry. And then, don't get me started on buffets, because just let me order a Caesar salad and a side of French fries, and I'm good. That's all I really want. Or, if that's not available, like a baked potato and a house salad. Or to the lesser extent, maybe the cup of soup, half sandwich combination, which honestly is very economical, anyways, back on track. Video poker is all the fun of a Las Vegas casino, but in the palm of your hand. Kevin, it's just you and me again. Barb and Nance decided to extend their time away, and they're spending the week up in Cape May, New Jersey. I wish I was at the beach, but I'm thrilled to be here with you today. And even, we don't even have a stand-in model. Not that you particularly need one for pins and brooches, but even Ashley's out. She's, she had to go back to the pretzel shop in the mall. So, yep, just you and me. But yeah, how was your weekend? Good. Yeah, it wasn't too terribly wild over on my end. I met up with my best friend. We did a little bit of shopping. And that's where I got this scarf. It's nice, right? And you know what? This isn't even a top or a blouse. This is just a scarf tucked into my belt. You can tell? That's fine. But yeah, so we did some shopping, you know, shop till you drop. So we did need to fuel up a little bit. And, you know, we went to this pizzeria. Now, it's been around since we were both kids, which is really something. And they've got some really tasteful decor in there. You go into the pizzeria, and there's exposed brick on the walls, and then there are posters and pictures with scenes of New York City. You know, it really makes you feel like you're there. And then they have a number of, oh gosh, like those Italian spices and oils, and they have them in the bottles, and they're just lined up just as part of the decoration. I don't know if that's what they use, but it really has a, you know, fun Italian restaurant feel, not just like a pizzeria. And you know, I'm always trying to you know, split a pie. So we got the white pizza, which I feel like some folks might say, you know, some folks have to get that because they can't handle all of the acid of marinara. I just like the taste of it. And you know, but to go along with that, I felt like I needed a little salad. And it's tricky when you're at a pizzeria or an Italian restaurant because, oh, you know, you have the choice of, you know, a nice house salad. Always a good go-to. But there's also the choice of like a Caesar salad. And I love a Caesar salad too. And then to complicate things even further, they've got, you know, an antipasta salad, or it's like a Greek salad, or there's like feta in it, and they put some little peppers in there, some olives. Oh, so I just think, which one am I gonna get? You know, I ended up going with the house salad with ranch, just played it safe. And the pizza comes out, and you know, I asked the waitress, I said, can I have a side of marinara? And I know that might seem silly given that I ordered a white pizza. It's kind of, you know, way of it. But I just like a little marinara on the side to dip the crust in, because I think that it's like the best of both worlds, right? Yeah, so then we went shopping. And back at home, you know, it was not a wild week, but I kept hearing things in the house. And it was like a loud tap, tap, knock, knock, tap. And finally it happened, you know, when the husband was home. And I said, we've got to figure out, you know, is there something living underneath the house? Is there something trying to get in? And it didn't sound like a chipmunk. Definitely sounded bigger than a mouse. I was thinking, you know, given the decibels of the knocking noise, to the ratio of you know, I don't know, body mass, I'm thinking raccoon, possum, a large animal. Anyway, so we're looking around the house and thinking, oh, you know, how are we gonna, if we even do see it, how are we gonna get it out? I don't want to call pest control. I don't want to have some guy going around the house and, you know, looking for an animal. Anyways, we look around. We go underneath the house in the crawl space. Nothing's there. So it's got me thinking, what is this? Is this like a Edgar Allan Poe? Is this some sort of telltale heart situation I've got going on? No, because you know, the husband's he's heard it too. Anyways, I haven't heard it since. So my guess is that perhaps we scared it away just by you know, going in the crawl space. I don't know. Either way, thank goodness you know, we didn't have a face-to-face with a family of raccoons or you know, possums. Anyways, I feel like back on track. Little angels, delightful, a heaven-sent set of brooches and pins for you today on the Sleepy Keys Tingle.